All right, I think we're live. Should be good. Double check, make sure we're on. Yep, looks like we're live. Perfect. All right, let's get started here. There, that should do. All right. Oh. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. So just get people as they filter in. Oh, welcome, welcome. Oh, hold on a sec. Let me get the live chat up. I don't think I have that up. Oops. Couldn't hear you. Okay. There's that. Okay. I have this set up last time. I need to get better at this. Streamlabs chat. Okay. Why is it not showing? Do you? No, that's not it. Hmm. Hmm. Alert box. Oh, hey, Greg. Sorry, I'm not really working right now. I'm trying to figure out how to get my chat back up on the screen. I see you on my feed there, but I don't have anything on my desktop here. Oh, I need to spend more time figuring this stuff out. Alert animation. Widget URL. Whatever. I'll just get to work. I'll just have to look at the screen periodically. Alright. So I'm almost done scribing this thing finally. I got this one arm that we're working on right now. And I got the other arm left. So I got all the 0.3 millimeter lines done on this guy last night. We're just going through with the 0.15 and getting all the nice tiny lines. And surprisingly, the arms aren't too bad, at least so far. Oh no, it looks like we got someone else joining us right now too. I don't know, we'll take a second to figure it out here. But I'm just going through and getting all these little tiny lines. So we can have some line depth. And once we get both arms done, that will be it for scribing. Thank God. This thing has been an absolute slog to work on so far. Got me a lot of practice with scribing. But there is so much detail on this thing, it's ridiculous. Welcome, Shinosuke. How you doing? Yeah, it's quite a beauty. Like, this is just the upper arm and the shoulder right here. And there's so much detail on it, it's ridiculous. Better thumb for the streams now that I have a general idea. Yeah. That's okay, we can work on it. Just for anybody watching the VOD, Greg is one of my best friends, and he is also my dedicated thumb guy. So he is responsible for the thumbnails on the channel, the banner, and my logo. He's made all of that. I am very grateful to Greg. Yeah, exactly. Nagano is pretty amazing when it comes to designs. I have his designs books, volumes 1 through I think 7 is the most recent one that came out, and just seeing his style evolve has been pretty phenomenal. And like everything he designs has a purpose, and I absolutely love that. Like, I wasn't a fan of the Gothic Maid designs when they first came out, but the more I looked at them, the more I really appreciated them. Especially those newer designs, they're really something. Exactly, man. I like giving you fun stuff to do. I just hope I'm not a difficult customer sometimes. Can be a little picky. Personal favorite mecha he's made is either Elgine Mark II or the Knight of Gold with the Buster Launcher. Oh, the Elgine Mark II is a beautiful design. I love that thing. I have the, what is it? The Real Robot Revolution, I think is what it's called. The 1/100th kit of that in my backlog. I can definitely build that sometime. And, well, hope you're glad that I'm working on the Knight of Gold with the Buster Launcher, building one of your favorites. Hope I do this kit justice, because it was not very easy to find. And it is quite literally a work of art, so I definitely want to treat it right, you know? How's the music level? Is it a little more balanced out this time? I kind of adjusted the gain on my mic and the volume on my Winamp here, so hopefully it's good. Elgine Mark II, it looks cool. Yeah, it's really nice. I think I ended up getting mine from, pretty sure I got it from Bai. I don't know if Bandai's reprinting it. They might be. I know they've done some Elgine stuff, and they also have like a new couple of high-grade kits that they're bringing out. But they all look really, really nice. So hopefully they do a reprint of that guy sometime soon. I haven't really touched it yet, but I've just looked through the parts and R3 new Leisner, which is, oh yeah, I bet. I've heard the Leisner anime is kind of eh, but those designs are really cool. I love them. Nothing else, the opening's really cool. Get all these wires etched out. Getting the right angle on some of these lines is really tricky, especially when it gets really tight inside these little corners here. Making the Knight's high-grade Elgine kit. It's the Cavalry Temple. Oh yeah, the one that kind of looks like it has a Knight of Gold head on it. I think that's what it is anyway. I'm kind of bad. I haven't finished watching Elgine yet. I think I've only gotten like maybe... Oh no. I see my OBS is skipping again. I need to figure that out. I apologize ahead of time for the skips. This kind of happened the last stream and I didn't really have a chance to figure out what it was. Chat window open real quick. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I like how the Engage SR1 is just a more detailed Elgine. Oh yeah. You can definitely pick up on that just looking at it. It's all in the face. Maybe, can we adjust this a little bit? Not that small. Last time, what happened to it? Why can't I figure it out? So now I'm planning on getting the recent high-grade YF22 from Macross 7. Those high-grade Macross kits are actually pretty good from what I've seen. I know some people might not like the part swapping aspect of it, but I think it's a pretty good compromise for keeping the detail in there. But the YF19 and the YF22 look particularly good from what I've seen. I might be a little biased though, because those are two of my favorite Valkyries ever. The designs are just perfect. BF19 and YF29, they're both great. Oh yeah. Definitely. I wasn't much of a fan of Macross Frontier when I first saw it, but sat back down again like about a year and a half ago and watched it all the way through, and now I absolutely love it. It was a very, very fun watch. Haven't really gotten into Delta though. Oh, what was that? Dang it. guess that works. Bandai makes high-grade BF1 kits in the future because the Hasegawa 172nd BF1s are getting pretty outdated. I've never really messed around with Hasegawa kits, but from what I've seen, they look okay if you're like a fan of aircraft or military builds. They look kind of similar to that. That's looking better. There. Recently, Hasegawa made a battery YF-19. Oh yeah, I have seen images of that. It's got like chock full of surface detail, and the assembly looks pretty good too, from what I've seen. I don't know if I want to say it's more anime accurate or Kawamori's design accurate, but it does look very, very good, I agree. Trying to get these little lines back here. Look at the armpit. Also, a recent hobby show, Bandai showed off a RA Billbine, which scales with their MS done or master grade Dunbine. Ooh, okay. Is that the same one that I'm thinking of? I know I saw a Billbine somewhere. I thought it was like a Plumax or something, though. But whatever Billbine I saw, it looked absolutely incredible. Like all the surface detail and the whole organic look to the Dunbine series looked really good. I know there's like a Servine kit that looks really, really good too. At least the shield crest looks very impressive. There's that. Let me have a look-see here. If there's anything down here. Oh, right here. There we go. Gotta get this little guy. That's a tiny line. Trying to keep the line weights consistent on this kit. There's some lines that are very fine and others that are a bit bigger, so trying to make sure to keep it all consistent. Let's see. Also, I really hope Wave picks up the 5-star stories 1/144th kits again and upgrades their KOG. I know Wave was like really rough in the olden days, but their recent kits look pretty sharp. They seem pretty dedicated to the whole 1/144th aspect. I think that's what all their kits are, right? Because they all seem to be smaller scale, but the detail looks very, very nice. I know the SR3 looks really, really good. Okay, let's move on to the fun parts. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Now, I was thinking here, with these reliefs, I'm not going to scribe everything, because all these like little details inside here look very, very fine. I don't want to ruin them. So I'm thinking about just getting the outline, and probably the eye. Those details I should be able to get just fine. So we'll probably go ahead and try that here and see how it works out. This is going to be really delicate work, though. So we're going to need to be very, very gentle, especially since this is one of the most important parts of the kit. If I took the time to mold all this, I might as well treat it with some respect, you know? Gentle. I'm gonna dip for a quick minute. I'll be back soon though. Cool, appreciate it. See you here in a little bit. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, whoa, we got 6 viewers right now? Okay, that was a big jump. Well, welcome everybody. That's a bit more than we had last stream. I like it. Don't mind me just doing some very delicate fine scribing here. Sup, man? Working on my IMS KOG right now. Ooh, which one? Any of them are really, really good, but... Ooh, Buster Launcher one. Beautiful. Haven't gotten to that one, but I built the regular one and the AT, and they were both very, very fun kits to build. The regular KOG was the very first one that I did. Holding off on it for a while. Were you just trying to get some practice on it, or just occupied with other stuff? Come on, OBS. I don't know why it's doing that. Sorry about the skip. My OBS is still acting up. I don't know what the deal is. But like I was saying, work and life have been kind of getting in the way for me too with this kit. I'm not as far ahead as I want to be, but I guess all things considered, I'm making decent progress. Gentle. Oh, gotta be gentle with this. This is very delicate line work. Let's go the other way so I can go down a little bit. There we go. That's a bit better. Start scribbing out this edge here. Probably just leave it at that. I don't know if I want to go on this side too. Trying not to damage anything here. Hey, welcome back. Just working on these nice little reliefs here. Trying to be as gentle with them as I possibly can. Looks like it's working pretty well so far, though. Looking at this kit and how old it is, you'd think these lines would be really shallow, but they're actually just really, really fine. Because my .15 blade here is just having no problem digging into this edge here. Of course, I'm still being gentle with it, but this should make for a nice, good edge here whenever I get around to painting it. get this one done, I only have to do it 3 more times. It's so much fun. Probably one of my favorite Master Grade kits is the Destiny Gundam. It's more of a model kit instead of an action figure in a lot of ways due to the interesting hips and intricate parts. I've never really been a huge fan of Seed, but I do appreciate the Destiny's design. The Strike and the Duel look pretty cool too, in my opinion. But I've heard a lot of good things about the Master Grade kits. I did build a Strike Noir back in the day, and I liked its design as well. Just really couldn't get into the characters in the story. Side here. There we go. I think I've made a full circle now. There we go. Yeah, I really shouldn't. Probably just leave those alone. Okay. That'd probably be a good idea. Let's go down and work on these leaves and this Mirage Cross here. More gentle work, especially since these little vine branches here are very thin. So we're just going to be very gentle with them. Come on. Get the branches first. Branches first would be a good idea. That way I don't have to worry about the delicate stuff. Joint out a little bit. There we go. That looks better. Yeah. Imagine a 1/35th Yagmirage twin tower. Yeah, that would be pretty insane. The 1/100th Yagmirage is a giant too. It's about as big as this kit. Then will you paint the floral trim with an airbrush or by hand? So the reliefs I'm going to paint by hand. I'm thinking of grabbing some Vallejo Express paint and trying to see if I can use some sort of like shading techniques that way. Because the manual actually recommends you use gouache paint, so kind of like acrylic watercolor. They want you to kind of paint it like that. So I'm going to try and make it look kind of like a stone relief or something like that. For these little trims down here on the corners, the leaves I'll probably paint by hand, just because it's so tiny it'd be a nightmare to mask. I could probably get away with masking the Mirage Cross though, because that's pretty easy to do. It's a simple shape, so I'll try and do it like that. But I am just etching everything out, so when I pan a line I'll have something for the ink to go into. That's the plan anyway. Of course things always change whenever you get around to actually doing another step of a build, so we'll see how it goes. Oh. Don't go on the leaf. There we go. Fortunately, despite its age, this kit has pretty sharp detail, so it's not been too terribly hard to describe so far. I wish Bandai would reprint the Master Grade Turn X. I've heard a lot of good things about that one. Certainly looks pretty cool. I have the turn A, and it was a very fun build. I love the surface detail on it, all those lines that Sid Mead put onto it. Very good looking kit. And the turn X looks just as impressive. I like that it can break down into its individual components too. It's kind of a nice little touch. Did you see that they're making a kit of that Grand Zeong, I think is what it's called? Use express colors for a kind of stone red look for the relief. Use a fluorescent? Yeah. Our local hobby town has a pretty good selection of paints. I don't want to sound like I have a big head or anything like that, but I do have a pretty good eye for color, so I'll definitely keep an eye out, and I'll do some research beforehand and see which colors would work best. Because really it's not that complicated a color scheme on this relief. It's like white and blue, the red up here, there's some green around the trim. It's not that many colors, so shouldn't be too hard to use. Alright, back to 6 viewers again, welcome. Enjoy the stream. Just going through here and getting some very fine details. Got these leaves up here. There we go, yep. Right there. Tip right there. There we go. Get everything. Cool. That's looking a lot sharper now. The people upgrade old Gunpla and make them more articulated. Started to do that myself, getting the old Gundam Mark II from the 80s and make it more modern. Yeah, I watch a lot of Japanese YouTubers that do that. It's very impressive work. I am nowhere near that skilled. But yeah, like the ones where they make them more articulated or they make them look like the old box art. I love that stuff. One of my childhood friends that I'm still friends with, he's in the Army now. I'm an Air Force guy. But he's in the Army, and before he left, he gave me a, actually no, it was after he left. He found some old kits when he got moved in, and he sent them my way, and one of them was the vintage Dom kit, the 1/100th kit. I still have it. Of course, it's back before I really started getting professional-ish with my model building. So it was definitely, rattle canned, and then I hand painted everything else, so it's got a lot of brush marks on it, but I very much appreciate that design and its vintageness. But taking a kit like that and making it articulated and more modern is really cool. I'd love to have skills like that. Here we go. Much better. It's really funny how some scribing makes everything look so much more defined. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. I like it. Okay. Well, I think I'll consider one shoulder done there. So we can swap on to the next one here. Got a nice little wavy D on this one. I guess because it's a D-type Mirage. Get that first. There we go. Yes, there we go. Still confuses me where you have to get a HUC Revive gym. That's kind of weird, yeah. Because we got a Gundam. We got both versions of the Zaku too. And kind of, we even got a Zeta and a Gundam Mark II, but the other cannon fodder suit, you'd think they'd have one of that too, but that's kind of weird. Not like it's a very complicated design. Have you been watching G-Quacks? Shin Asuka? Seen a lot of people freaking out over that. For that. Still need to start it, but it looks good. Yep. I'm kind of in the same boat. I got a buddy of mine that's relentlessly trying to get me to watch it. Whenever a new episode comes out, he's like, look what happened in the new episode. But I just have not got around to watching it yet. I'm very intrigued, though. How they kind of went from the very start of the OG Universal Century, and now it's like Zeta stuff all of a sudden. Saving my thoughts on the show until it's done and dusted. Okay. Dig the new Psycho Gundam, like how it is an Avon has removable armor. Yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat. I've heard it's only supposed to be like 12 episodes, so I'm kind of waiting until everything's out and then I'll just kind of watch it all in one go. But seeing the Psycho Gundam, especially the Mark II pop up, I was like, whoa, okay. We definitely bounced around a little bit here. And Charlie Obola's mobile armor is has a secret mobile suit inside of it too. That kind of blew my mind a little bit. And apparently its name comes from another mobile suit. So they're kind of going all over the place, I've noticed. With the Zeta music, yeah. They're definitely pulling out the fan service for sure. Psycho shows up to the beat of the mobile suit battle list. Yeah, yep. I saw that. It's a very cool little touch. I've noticed it kind of appears in the same way as the Psycho Mark I, too. Comes down in the city and starts stomping around everything. I'm glad this is going a lot smoother than I thought it would. I thought these things were going to be a nightmare to scribe out. We leave it to Volks to have really good casts, though, even back in the 90s. They're very good at what they do. So a couple quick questions. I think I asked earlier, but I might have missed it. I believe painting this exact kit. Oh, if you're thinking about the official Volks one, where like it's a recording from a VHS, Volks did put out a VHS going over this kit. But if you're thinking about like some really old kits from like maybe about like 10, 12 years ago or so, there is a guy that I've actually been talking to him in the 5 Star Stories America Facebook group. He's building the Lead Mirage version, and it's been turning out pretty impressive too. I watched his build before I picked up my Lead Mirage kit, the 1/35th one, and I learned a lot of good stuff from watching his build. So that might be the one you're thinking of. Because I did searches and I don't think I saw anyone building the Knight of Gold. I've only seen the Lead Mirage and a couple videos on the Spertor, but that one I don't think I ever saw a complete build, the Spertor. And that guy's Lead Mirage is still in work. He actually just recently picked it back up after a couple years. So hopefully he makes another video on it soon. Definitely the VH one. Yeah, because it looks like it's ripped from an old VHS. Yeah, that's definitely the, it's an official video from Volks. I don't know the lore behind it. Like, I don't know if it was like a promotional video that they sold or like something that they gave out, but yeah, it was definitely from Volks themselves. I think they were talking about like the production of it and going over the details on it. Very cool video. I think another one of my friends has that VHS somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. He's a very professional modeler. Some of you guys might know him as Calamity. I'm not friends with him. Like, I haven't known him for a really long time. I only knew him once I joined the Facebook group for the 5 Star Stories, but he's a very nice guy. He's an insanely skilled modeler, to the point that he produces his own resin kits. But he's been working on the 1/35th Lead Mirage himself, and he's been doing some crazy work on it. Definitely makes anything that I do look amateurish in comparison. What do you look like in the torso? There's a cockpit. Does it have one? Yeah, actually it does. Let me show you. Just one second. I'll get the head too, because the head has one as well. So, on the torso block, you can see that the cockpit's molded in. Got tons of good details on it. Hopefully it's in focus here. Yeah, I just finished scribing the body out a couple days ago. It's got a ton of details in it. This is a very heavy piece of kit. I think this is about 2-3 pounds right here alone. And then the head frame also has a cockpit molded in. You can see it's got the face molded in and everything. And then there's the Fatima cockpit right there. It's a little hard to see. My camera's not the best, but you got the seat right here, and there's even like little monitors molded in. Yeah, it's a glorious kit. It's hard to believe this is from the 90s. Let's see, where were we? Looks like I got the top side. I think we're working on this side. But that builder friend of mine, Calamity, he's been working on that 1/35th Lead Mirage, and the modifications he's been doing to it are just absolutely insane. Like, he custom made hinges for the cockpit, so you can just slide it open instead of just removing the part. He did the same thing on the shoulders. There's hinges, so you can hinge the shoulders out of the way and show the frames underneath. They're pretty similar to the Knight of Gold's arms. But I just saw what he was doing, I'm like, oh my god, I need to get that good. I'm just happy to build the kit and make it look like the box. Didn't Volks also make a one with resin KOG that poses? Like over the 777 or something? I know they have the mechanical moving line for their resin kits. I think I know which one you're talking about. I'm trying to remember. Because I'm not too spun up on like vintage Volks catalog. Which one you're talking about, but I'm trying to remember if it's a posable resin kit or not. The only ones I'm familiar with are the mechanical moving line. And I know those, the little resin polycaps that they make have a tendency to melt from old age, so a lot of people just make them fixed pose kits anyway. But I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about. Oh, you have some mechanical moving ones? I mean, don't get me wrong, they look pretty good. It's just I've seen like the whatever material they use for the polycaps or the rubber hoses or something that they use, they just melt. Oh yeah, it's nylon, that's right. That's what they're made from. I know some people have gotten them and they just get a bag of liquid when they open them up. And I've heard that they kind of get loose over time too. So a good idea, just I guess the tech wasn't there yet for making a posable resin kit. Vintage store, some of the caps melted. Yeah, that's a big reason why some people make theirs just a fixed pose. Because the detail and proportions are there for sure. They look really good for their age. Yeah, exactly, yep. Fix them in place. Yep. It's pretty crazy. I think they did that with the first release of the Yag Mirage. I can only imagine how floppy that one would get once the polycaps give out. The one that I built is a recast of the second version, so it's a fixed pose kit. I'd love to build a real one, but I went ahead and built that one before I started collecting actual Volks kits, so just kind of rolled with it. Almost had the opportunity recently to get a workshop cast twin tower, but that was after I got all these kits, so the wife already wasn't very happy, and that IMS shirt with the best launcher, it's massive. Yeah, I actually have that one on my backlog too. I collect IMS kits. I'd like to get to that one sometime, but yeah, that's a thick box. But the workshop cast twin tower, I think it ended up selling for like 4,000 US dollars. So if I were to get that, my wife would have absolutely killed me. Like I said, she was already kind of mad about me picking up all these 1/35th kits, so I definitely didn't want to press my luck. Sliding rail modification. Oh, are you talking the Twin Tower? Is that what you mean? Because I've seen some people build the Twin Tower with the cannons down. I think that actually might be Barber Metal. That really good Japanese builder that did that. I saw him build his all modular, and I think I've seen him put it with the cannons in the down position. Yeah, yep. That's the one I was thinking of then, yeah. That's really impressive. Love to build one of those sometime, but they're just really hard to come across. Yeah, for sure. I watched his video series on his WSC build, and it's something else. His paint work is just absolutely incredible. So sharp. I've learned a lot from watching him. I'd say him, B-Hop builds, Otaku Builder, Calamity as well. There's a lot of people I've learned a lot of stuff from. There's just so many good YouTube modelers out there. Leona's Workshop is a good one too, though she mainly does character builds, but she's been pretty helpful for whenever I do character model kits. So those are all people I highly recommend you watch. If you want some other good YouTubers to watch. Okay, heading out. Thanks a lot for stopping by the stream. Really appreciate it. Probably not going to be a very long one today, but just trying to get some more stream time in before I get this done and we go on to pinning. I don't like having things sit for too long without any new content, so I figured this would be a good stopgap. Oh boy. Man, these lines are really fine. It's hard to see. Let's see. I think that should do it for this one. The rest looks pretty deep. There we go. Move on to this guy. Most of the detail under here is what we need to get. What blade tip are you using to scribe? This is a 0.15 tip is what I'm using right now. The display kit that I got comes with a 0.1, the 0.5, 0.3, 0.5, and a 1mm tip. Most of what I've done on this kit is a 0.3mm line. I've been using the 0.15 for the really fine lines, and I've had to use the 0.5 on a couple thick lines and some of the really thick gaps, mainly for like chiseling out some small square areas. I've used the 1mm on, but that hasn't been a lot. It's only been a couple. But this 0.15 just tends to fit right inside these very fine lines just perfectly. That's why I'm impressed that it looks like these details are really faint, but they're just really thin, is what it is, if that makes sense. I need to freehand that one a little bit. That one looks like it's actually shallow. That'll be fun. Oh, you mean to drop it? Okay. Okay, let's see. There we go. Gentle, gentle. That's the way to do it. You don't want to press so hard that you accidentally slip out. There we go. That's better. Nice work so far. I tend to use the thicker blades just to deepen the recesses on some IMS kits, especially the details on top of the Speltor's head. Yeah, I got a little bit of practice with scribing when I was building some of my IMS kits. I've noticed that the details in general are pretty deep on those. I was actually pretty impressed. So I haven't had to fix a whole lot on mine, but with all this practice that I've gotten on this kit, I might in the future do more scribing on my plastic kits. Looks like on the IMS Prominence, that one, the little swirl marks on the shoulders, like those were pretty shallow. So I ended up just having to paint those by hand. I didn't scribe those out. Didn't help that they were circular too. That's kind of a hard shape to scribe. Find mine over on this corner. There's one down here. Will you fill your lines with panel liner and enamel washes before you prime? I'm kind of thinking about it, both to check my work, like to make sure like there's no, you know, stray lines that the panel liner is going to flow into and make it look like a mess. I might do that, and then also for when I have it test fitted and all put together, just to have the details pop a little bit more. I might do that, because I am going to kind of show off in the video, once I do all the pinning and test fitting, I'm going to have it all put together and show it off on camera. That's the plan. Yeah, you have the prominence as well. It's a cool design, but it's a bit of a different one to work with. That's from Volks's like pre-refined era of IMS kits. So it was a little bit of a challenge to work on. I'd say after the Sperrtors where like they started really getting the hang of making good kits. So those first ones were kind of rough to work with, especially that Bang doll. Oh my god, that thing was a pain to work with. Which sucks because I love the Bang doll's design. And don't get me wrong, it did turn out nice, but it was not fun to build. Tiny little edge. Easy, 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 easy. It's a very thin edge. Oh my goodness. Oh. Don't bite through. There we go. There. Anything on these? I don't think so. Oh, in here. There we go. Walked my friend through the Bang doll. He nearly quit the kit several times. I wanted to do the same, trust me. I very much wanted to quit that kit multiple times. It was mainly popping the chest onto the torso was probably the worst part for me. That was very painful. I think the ankles onto the legs were a big pain in the ass too. I did have to modify some parts to get them to fit properly, but after I did that, it went together okay. And it's definitely a kit that looks good just standing there, but could have been so much better. I hope they do a 2.0 of it sometime. The 1/144th kit I hear is pretty nice though, despite its size. There we go. There's that one. Gotta get this. Okay. We got this little guy over here. There we go. And get these little tiny guys taken care of. Monkey's Paw Curls Bang Doll 2.0 is a set purchase with the Mirage. Yeah, Volks has a bit of a penchant for the LED Mirage, don't they? It's like the, what is it, from The Simpsons, the Cindy doll or whatever. Now with new hat. I do kind of wish that they would kind of branch off and make some other stuff instead of slight modifications to pre-existing kits. Oh yeah. Now we gotta get into the fun part here. Aside from the shoulders. These hands have a lot of fine details. This is going to be oh so fun. Oh my god, there's little tiny lines right on the knuckle joint. Holy crap. I don't know if you can even see that on camera. Right there. Right there. Wow, that is tiny. Right there. Wait, are there 3? Oh yeah, there's supposed to be 3. Oh my god. Yeah? Oh, okay. Uh-oh. I missed that one. What was that? Oh, they really did the 1/144th LED, then decided to scale it up to the 1/100th. Yeah. Yep. I gotta say, the 1/144th LED is very nice, because I generally only collect 1/100th IMS kits, but I did make an exception and get the 1/44th LED, and it's beautiful. It's very impressive, to the point that it like barely needs glue to be able to assemble. That's pretty impressive for a Volks kit. Might get the Knight of Gold. It's got me wanting to get the Atoll as well, since that hasn't been done in 1/100th scale yet. Makes me yearn for one. I do have the Workshop Cast 1/100th kit in my backlog. Oh man, gotta be careful with these. These parts are thin too. IMS line will slow down since they're starting up the plastic GTM kits. I kind of hope not. I'm really holding out hope that they'll make a 1/100th YAG Mirage or some sort of scale. That's kind of wishful thinking though. That's like wishing for a master grade Kshatriya. It's never gonna happen. But I have noticed that they're really focusing on the GTM line now. They got a lot of kits that they announced for the VSMS line, which I'm honestly kind of excited for. I might grab that Kaiserin whenever it comes out. Because I kind of stopped... Well, I shouldn't say stopped. I really only collect the 1/72nd Gothic-made resin kits. And they've only done the Kaiserin in 1/100th scale, so I haven't really grabbed that. Might just about do it for the palm and the thumb. I'm not worried about those. Oh shit. I missed that side of the... Oops. On the GTM kits? The resin ones or the plastic ones? Resin ones, huh? Okay. I've got quite a few of them. Like I said, 1/72nd scale, and the detail is absolutely incredible. Volks's casting techniques nowadays have gotten pretty insane. I will say that just by virtue of their design, they're very complex. Like, assembly-wise, they're not bad. They look actually pretty simple to put together. But painting, like, you kind of need some good painting skills to be able to handle a GTM. Volkslatter's just fan-bodied Yahoo auctions for our treasure. Yeah. The price thing, I was going to say, is another kind of difficult pill to swallow, because they do price most of their GTM kits at a very premium price, and all the really cool ones have been lotteries, which I've been pretty fortunate to win them. I don't know how. A lot of my friends joke because I'm a high roller at Volks Japan. They kind of let me buy whatever. I have lost a lottery though. I lost the 1/8 scale scope dog kit. I lost on that one, but all the other GTM ones I've gotten. But yeah, it's just they're kind of hard to get a hold of, you know. And like our treasure is like another beast altogether. I can't get into our treasure. Just like for the price and the size, I'm like, ooh, God. The sculpts are beautiful, but they're pretty complex looking kits to work on, and the price is way more premium than even Volks, so just haven't really gotten into those. Yeah, if you can get one, I'd try and get one. They're pretty... Even the Dacus is pretty simple looking, but it's a nicely designed kit. Tiny little fingers. Oh, you tried getting the scope dog too? Sorry again for the skip. I don't know what's going on with my OBS. I'm gonna take a look after this stream and see if I can figure it out. There we go. Just swap tips real quick and I'm gonna get this. I missed this last night. Oops. Okay, got that. This side. I knew I forgot something last night. Backside? I don't think I did. Nope. Okay. Get that. There we go. Much better. Okay. Let's see. Was it work on this one? Is it this one? Yeah. Can't remember what I was working on. That's right, I was doing the thumb, wasn't I? Yeah. Thumb looks pretty good. Oh, I need to get the top side. Get the knuckle joint. Get that dug out a little bit. That's about to do it for that part finally. Now I'll go to work on the individual fingers. Figured this would be most of the delicate line work would be. Aside from the shoulders, there's a lot of little thin lines on these. Right at this fingertip right here, there's a little square. There we go. Knuckle joint dug out a bit. I forget if I asked this last stream or not, but for you guys that are here, what do you guys think about the perfect grade new? Overpriced for sure, yeah. It's got a lot of plastic, but I agree. I think in the 4s would be a much more reasonable price. Came with a new stand. I'd look the other way maybe. Yeah, the unicorn stand thing I don't get. I mean, I get it lore-wise, I guess, because, you know, the unicorn kind of came from the new, but that's like the only way I can see that stand connecting to the new. And that's kind of a backwards way to think about it too. Should definitely have like a more unique stand for that price. Okay, top of the tip here. It's also pretty egregious that it doesn't come with LEDs for that price either. They're gonna have the audaciousness to sell the LED kit separately. Not a fan of the intense greebling either, just too much for me. Yeah, it is kind of a busy design. I've noticed the Unleashed designs are kind of going for that design aesthetic. I kind of miss the, what's the word I'm looking for? Simplicity, I guess, of the older PG kits. Like the old RX-78, it was detailed, but it wasn't like, you know, over the top. Greebling, huh? I forget where that word came from, but I knew exactly what you were talking about. Bent on the bottom. Get these lines here. Oh, a little too far off camera. There we go. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to my framing. I'm not used to being on camera. There we go. That should take care of one finger. On to the next. Star Wars, I think. Let's describe the Death Star surface. Oh, really? Huh. I guess it's been a while since I've seen the OG trilogy. I should watch it again. Greebling, huh? supposed to look like that. Weird. Huh. Thought I chewed into the resin a bit. I guess it's just a recessed detail. Interesting. Okay, there's that. Goodness. Careful, careful. Don't cut through. Let's see. I think I got the knuckles dug out right. This one. Oh no, I got this one dug out too. Other way. There we go. That'll look better. Now I'm thinking for when I paint this, I was going to use like multiple different shades of gray for the frame. What do you guys think about that? I was going to try and do that to like add some depth to the mechanical portions of the kit, because obviously all the armor is going to be gold. I don't want the frame to be just one single color either. Despite the professional photos I have being colored that way. Careful. Oh goodness. I'll try using the new Mr. Hobby Ashen Machine colors. Ashen Machine colors? I don't think I've heard about those. I need to look into those. I was thinking about, they look like nice shades of gray, could help with adding volume to the shade. And I was going to try and do that. I definitely want to add volume to this thing because of all the insane mechanical detail everywhere. I was thinking Vallejo though, just because some of these details looks like they'd be much easier to hand paint. And while you can hand paint with lacquers, it's generally a little tricky too, so I kind of like to keep it acrylic for that, at least the water-based acrylic. But I'll definitely look into it. Fingertip. side of the fingertip. Careful, careful. Good Lord. Try something like Vallejo's BSL system. Ash and machine neutral gray or dark gray as a base. Shade the lower parts of the frame in black and the top parts in warm gray. See, that's kind of what I was thinking. Coat of Vallejo Express, either Templar white or Starship steel. Okay, that's a good idea. I was kind of thinking about like bringing up the shades like lighter as I went up. Looks like you can kind of see on the what's a good example? Like I guess you can kind of see on the shoulder here how like there's like wire bundles up inside here. And then like you could do this like a darker gray and then maybe like this a slightly lighter gray just for them to stick out a bit. And like maybe color the hoses separate colors like brown or maybe a red here and there. Something along those lines. It's just what I was thinking of. Make them pop a bit, you know? Just take care of that finger. One more finger. Like a gradient effect? No, not necessarily a gradient effect. I was thinking like solid colors for each layer. Because I tend to paint in solid colors. I'm only going to be doing shading on the shoulder reliefs. That's kind of the plan, is to use like different colors to add depth to the mechanical bits. To show that there's different layers in the armor and all that. Details are kind of tight on this one. It's a curled finger. Okay. Got that. Top here. Ooh, looks like I gotta fill that in with a little bit of resin. A little bit of a chip out of that little knuckle joint there. Oops. Nothing in there. Just get the claw. Little fingertip. There we go. Okay. Whew. Let's see. Some stuff in here, I think. There's this. Gotta get these real quick. Oh yeah, we got these little teeny tiny boxes right here. I don't even know if you're gonna see these. But whatever. They're there, we might as well scribe them out. even going to be able to see that. That's so silly. Why did they put that detail there? Okay. Oh, Volks. Oh, whoops. I almost forgot. Inside of the shoulder. Whoops. Oh, man. Dug out. There we go. That's all that. 3 lines right here. Very faint, but they're there. There. Okay. And this one. I do believe that'll just be about it for this arm. Sorry again for the skip. My OBS keeps disconnecting and I don't know why. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Let me just look at the shoulder and upper arm one more time. Let's look at those. There's some lines right there. So tight. I really wish they would have made this a separate piece from the shoulder here, because it's getting in the way of this stuff right here. A little hard to get my scriber in there, but you get creative, you can kind of work around stuff. Here we go. That's better. There's bottom lines too. Of course there are. Hi, Digit. Come here. What was that? What are you doing? Alright, sorry about that. Shoot, did I get the... No. God, I feel like I keep on missing things. There's that. There's that. There's a line right there. One right there. One right there. One right there. This side. Hello, Jinx Spirit, welcome. How are you? Hats wants to come say hi. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up, up. There you go. Cat has appeared. You here to help? Hi. You happy girl? Yeah. What are you doing, dork? Grooming me. Goofball. Okay. Pretty sure that's everything for this arm. Yeah. Good thing he finished work, had food, so full, fat, and happy. How goes the KOG? Well, hope you had a good meal. I'm gonna need to get lunch here soon myself. I think I just finished doing all the fine lines on this arm right here. Showing all these parts here. Oop, 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 oop. There we go. Yeah, just got all this done here. So, just got one arm to go, and I think that'll be it for the scribing. Then we can start drilling and pinning, and I'll start recording for the next actual video on that. But just figured I'd do a stream here, so there's not a drought of content for the channel, because I've only done a handful of videos so far, but yeah, it's going pretty good. I was pretty happy you were going over earlier with these shoulder reliefs here. I just scribed out the eye detail right here and the relief itself, high digit. And I went around the edge right here and it was all nice and deep enough for me to scribe out without much trouble. I was pretty impressed. I thought it was going to be very difficult to do, but it was actually pretty easy. Same thing on the corners here. Yeah, this is just the shoulder right here, yeah. And then we were going over earlier, this is the torso and the waist right here. So yeah, it's going to be very, very big. I'm not looking forward to painting it. It's going to be very tricky. But yeah, I guess I'll swap over to the other arm real quick here. So give me just a second, and I'll take care of that. Did you need to hop down? Go on. Go on. Mute the mic for a sec. Using any reinforcements to support it? Yes, absolutely. We are going to pin the crap out of this thing whenever I get to it. There we go. I'm back. Alright. Okay. Just keep up the 0.15 millimeter lines. Swap out to the 0.3. I don't know if I'm gonna stay on stream and do this entire arm, but I'll probably work here for probably another maybe 10-15 minutes or so. Try to keep my streams to a couple hours at a time. Do need to get some housework done here in a little bit, so probably keep it around 2 hours. Casting a clear canopy here? What are you making for that? Some military aircraft or something, or? Or no, did I already fill that in? It's filled in, okay. Garage 3, cracked the front canopy, so made a quick mold from dental putty using epoxy resin and a vacuum. Ooh, very DIY. I like it. Gotta love it when clear parts break, then you gotta get really creative to fix stuff. Shoulder joint. Let's make our way up here. Got right there. Don't have a back former. Well, hey, as long as it works, right? I had to kind of thought I lost a piece on a I don't know if you saw, but the Telos kit that I was working on, I thought I lost a small piece to it, and I just had to use the part it goes into to make a makeshift mold. Since it was like a mirror of the other part. So I just used it like that. Then lo and behold, I found the part. It was sandwiched in the manual somewhere somehow. But hey, as long as it works. background. I really wish they would have made this a separate piece. Sod's Law, that you found it after doing all the work. Yeah. Yep. That was a very you've got to be kidding me moment, but I got some practice with casting at least, so it wasn't a total waste. Let's see, what are we at? Yeah. Probably gonna get the 0.15mm lines on this piece, and then we'll call it the end of the stream. Sorry, Jenks, I know you just got here, but I have been at this for about 2 hours, so kinda need to get some housework done here in a little bit, especially since I'm off work today. Can't be doing this all day. Looks like dentistry. You may have missed your calling. Yeah. Funny, I do feel like I'm picking at someone's teeth. It does feel a lot like that. No worries, just surprised you're on. Yeah, I don't know how often I'm going to do this. I don't know if I'll have the ability to stick to a schedule, but I'm trying to do more of these streams just to kind of make some more content in between the edited videos that I'm going to be making for this channel. Because people were expressing interest in more long-form content, so figured this would be a good way to do that, you know? I am on a little early today too, because it's a holiday day, so. Or I guess I call them family days in the military, the actual holidays on Monday, so. Figured I'd use some good off time to get his stream in. Tops of these. Pretty early there. It's 1900 here. Yeah, it's 1300 here right now. I forgot you're on the other side of the pond. So I've got a little bit of time before the wife gets home from work, so I'm going to try and get some housework done before she gets back. Got this one down here. Oh, 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 oh. Come here. There, there, and there. That'll dig that out. Already got those, right? Actually, I don't know if I did. Doesn't feel like it. Yeah, definitely didn't get that one. Got that one. Need to get this one. Okay. I think that'll be it for the 0.15s on this one. Oh, what was that? Sorry, I missed that. I don't have my chat window open here. I can't figure out how to get it open. So I only see messages as they come in right now. Display scribe? Yep. Yep, it's a display scribe set. I think I got it from New Type HQ. It was they gave you the handle and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different chisel tips. It's definitely been coming in handy for this kit. Though I will say it definitely hurts my hands after a long scribing session. feel like I got the manga artist thumb. Oh, do you have a little tiny scribe? It's not bad. It's metal, so when you're digging your fingers into it for long periods of time. Ergonomic, yeah. I get that. I mean, it's not bad to use. I'll say that the Display little sanding pen here, I like the tips that it has, but the battery in this thing sucks. Like, I'm not very happy with that. It feels like it runs out after like 30 minutes of use. And it's not that strong either. So that tool's okay, but this thing's been coming in handy. It does just hurt after a little while. Alright, I think that'll do it for the 0.15s on this piece. Alright. So, I know some of you guys just got here, so kind of sorry to cut out on you guys here so quick, but thank you very much for a good stream. This was very productive. I like getting all the questions and talking with y'all. So if you want to do more of these, we can definitely do that. I can see if I can even hop on tomorrow if you guys want to do that. I'll put a poll up and see if you guys want to do that in the community section here. But thanks for stopping by. Gonna call the stream quits here for now, and I hope to see you guys next time. So we'll see you then. Take care until then.